Hi, my name is Jacob Hopkins. I'm one of the co-founders, lead educator, lead therapist here at Thai Yoga Strength. Been doing traditional Thai body work for around 15 years. Today we're going to take another look at some other people practicing traditional Thai body work, and we're going to give our opinion on it. Today it's Zion's Edge massage. So let's dive right on in and see what we think. All right, half lotus. She's got all the names. I don't have any of the names. Ooh, okay. So one thing I noticed right off the bat is we've already come into this half lotus position here. But she started by bringing the leg up first and then down. Nothing necessarily wrong with that, but with a bigger leg, and this guy is bigger than her, and I appreciate seeing that. It gives us a little bit more of a real world application here. But simply you could reach inside of the knee and just turn everything, and then it's already there on the ground. So no need to bring it up and then over. Small nitpick, but 15 years, those little nitpicks start to add up. Yeah. Gently palming on the inside. Ooh, a better look here. I like this look. This can be quite intense. She's got really good body mechanics. You can see the arch in the back, leaning forward. Elbows are locked out. That all looks great. You can also kind of tell like her knee is right there around his shin. That just kind of keeps that leg from opening up. Half split stretch. Once again, I have no names for these. I was always just, how feel. So it's fun to see other people have names for some of these moves. Woo. Woo. Yeah, that can be spicy. Yeah, look at her. She kind of rethought how she was going to do it. It's a big leg. Yep. Okay, this one's a pop. Oh yeah, she's trying to find her footing. Okay, yeah, look how. Okay, so he's much longer than her. You can see how far she's having to stretch out to pin his shoulder while also providing the stretch. And easier, there's nothing necessarily wrong with this. It's just, it can be easier for her. He's still getting a great stretch. If you were to step through the leg, where your leg is now on the crook of their knee, then all you have to do is hip forward. Your hips do all the work. And then she's much closer to his shoulder at that point to be able to pin him down. And instead of having to do this crazy stretch lean, you're just moving forward. You can create quite a powerful stretch. And then you can still use your right arm like right there to gently work that line if you want to, that IT band. This also keeps that leg, for a less flexible person, keeps it from going out. Right here too, you can see where her hand placement is on her right hand. It doesn't really matter with it being a guy. You get a little more leeway. If she was working on a woman, obviously you're into a little bit more personal with the breast tissue. Take your heel of your palm here and you get it kind of right there where that pec and delt meet. It can be a little, you gotta be careful. It can be a little spicy there, but she just really doesn't have any other way to get there at the moment because she's so stretched out. Otherwise, that's good. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, look at that. That's powerful. I like how she's got both hands and she's straight out. I like that. And then the point with the knee, really good. Ooh, yeah, now she's kind of straightening him out a little bit. That's very powerful. Ooh, look at that. Yep. Both hands crossed over. She's got a lot of control. Doesn't take much right there. Yeah. Oh, and then she brings him back to reposition and come back up. Heish. Yep. I do this one a lot. Woo! Look at that. That looks great. Yeah. Heels are cupped. She's bringing those knees down. Kind of right above the sit bones. Really powerful. Yeah. Woo! She keeps like letting him out so he can relax. Ooh. Okay, so earlier she was very much at a up and down 90-degree angle. Now she's a little bit forward. I think what she's trying to do is get his feet further forward, but I think maybe, because he seems like he's pretty flexible, if she was to maintain as much of that 90 as she could and then maybe just extend the elbows, the gravity and the weight going through her knees into that point would provide probably a little bit more of a stretch for him. Still good. She looks like she's got good balance. That would be also the tricky thing is once you start passing that 90-degree angle, you can start to lose your balance a little bit. Or you start to rely on your client for the balance, and it can be a little too much for them. There we go. Yep. Just a little love, a little like, yeah, there we go. Tie skiing. What is tie skiing? Oh, okay, okay. I think I know what we're doing here. Yeah. And then bring it forward. Woo wee. Yeah, that's a good one. Great for the back. You can see how he's a bigger dude than her, but you can see she's got leverage at this position. She just gives it and folds him up. Good flexibility for the big guy. Yeah. So one way that I also practice it is you do this and then you bring the feet, his feet together. And so now that they're in like a, what they call like a cobbler's pose, and you can push the feet down and you try to get them to pass their knee. It becomes less of a back stretch like she's going for here, and it becomes a little bit more of a hip stretch, but you're already there. You could do the combo. You can get the back stretch and then get the hip stretch. Just depends on what you're looking for. And then, yeah, smooth out the exit is the tricky part, but very smooth. Yeah, a little bit of side to side. That feels nice. What do we got here? Looks like the monkey walk, which I'm kind of surprised she doesn't have this one named. Good back. Yep. She's got good flexibility, so she can just sit there like that. Somebody with a little less flexibility like me, got to do a little bit more with your hips. But you can also sink down with your hips, and it creates a different stretch. Classic, though. This is a classic move. Good dismount. That one can always be a little tricky getting out of. Seesaw. Never seen this called seesaw. I like it. Though I don't like this move per se. It can be, depending on the client's flexibility, it can be hard. You can see she's got good body mechanics. But even with the good body mechanics, it almost still looks like she's working. And it really, to give her full credit, it doesn't get much better than that. So that's why I don't like it. It's like, this is about as good as you can possibly make your body mechanics, and it's still a little bit of work. There's some other ways you can kind of replicate it, as they say, same, but different, such as sitting on the sacrum and having their leg between and you just pull up. It's not quite the same. It's close. A little less work for you, but I don't know. It's a good tool to have in the tool belt. It only gets brought out for special occasions with me. Also, not a good one to I don't think, to try starting out. It's easy to go a little too crazy with that one, a little too much. I think we're going to do the back bend here. Yeah. This is a good one. Classic. Everybody loves it. Some people, it's a lot more intense than others. Some clients, you'll just fold straight over. Some, as soon as you start going back, you start to hear the all good, though. You can see here she's adjusting the position of her knees. A little bit of different stretch. A little different positioning along the back. It's a fun different angle. You can see how close you are to your client in that particular movement. What are we doing? Oh, So I don't like this one. I do it for my very, very, very flexible clients. So if you can see there, got her toes up in the low back and she's folding him over. The tighter that low back is, the harder it is for your toes to stay there. That back muscle's gonna want to crush your feet. And it can be hard, like teaching this particular move to students sometimes. Their feet just don't want to do it. And then of course, if it's a really stiff client, it's going to feel like a whole lot on them. Once again, if I have a very flexible client, it might be something I do. Once again, not my fave. It's a classic though. There are some good transitions from this position as well. So it has its merits, but oof, not my fave. She looks like she's really comfortable in it though. She's just hanging out. Maybe a little bit of movement in the toes, which can feel good. Her client seems to enjoy it. Yeah, okay, so that's Zion's Edge massage. I like it. Some really good technique there. She's smart with her body mechanics. It's nothing but classic moves. All those are so traditionally classic. Don't love them all. There's some few modifications here and there, but as far as traditional goes, it's spot on. She knows what she's doing. I give it an A+. It's really good stuff. Also, I really, really, really appreciate that she's doing it on like a bigger dude. So many of these videos, it's always like the most flexible, tiniest person of all time, and they can just sling them around. To see like an actual real world application of these moves, it's nice. It gives you a better idea of what a real world scenario is with this work. So it's good to see. Thanks Zion Edge for actually presenting this work in a real environment. So we'll look at more next time, but I like this one, and we'll see you soon.